Greetings and welcome back to The Booth, the first and only podcast dedicated solely to WVU women's basketball. I'm Chad Atkins, and I got the pleasure of being joined this episode by Shane Terrell. We're recording in the basement bar booth of Mario's Fishbowl Suncrest on University Avenue in Morgantown, West Virginia, home of the world-famous Fishbowl.
Cheers.
Cheers, sir. Cheers.
You're getting a lot better at the intro, Chad. That's take one.
I know. Shut up, man. I can't hold it.
Hey, there's a reason you didn't ask me to do it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's good to start off with them on the light day versus the news of the week.
Yeah, the last two games were great games.
Yeah,
Just didn't fall in our favor, unfortunately.
I agree. It's just tough, you know. You want to see us finally get over that hump, and it doesn't seem like we're able. I mean, we beat Oklahoma, you know, but we still haven't been able to get over that hump, you know, consistently. You know, that's a little bit. I'm getting ready to say, it's a little bit disappointing, but I got to keep it in check. You know, compared to what our expectations were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were tough games to lose, especially the Baylor game. Especially.
Yeah. It was definitely a heartbreaker. I don't know. I think some of it, we've become so invested into this team, and I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. It's just different. It feels different. You know, I feel bad for them. You know, it's.
We just got to play like champions. And get over these tough losses, because the next two games are huge for us. Are huge for the team. You know, I mean, we've got to suck it up and power forward. And I guarantee that this team has the ability to do it. It was a very emotional loss, though.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that one definitely stung a little bit, but short turnaround. They play Tuesday night, so you got to put that.
Yeah.
Got to put that behind you and prepare for the next game. And, talk about every game's important, I guess, but looking at the next two games, they're almost a must-win for us.
I don't think they are a must-win for us. I mean, if we want to be able to have our double bye in the Big 12 tournament, then we need to win these. We have to win these two games, because if we lose one game, let me verify that. But if we lose one game, let's see. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, we will lose our first round bye to Baylor if Baylor doesn't lose any of their final two games. And so we can't. We just can't lose it. I mean, that's such a huge benefit. I mean, just having that long rest, you get to get healed up.
Yeah.
So it's very important. But let's go back and look at that damn Kansas State game. We'll go back and look at that particular. I mean, let's just show Lee, who can somehow get into the paint and stand 2 feet from the bucket and catch it and throw it in.
She was a problem.
That's
for sure.
I love Coach's
his analogy.
Yeah, well, no, his gosh darn it, his antithesis to that, how to stop him, man. That's the highest I've seen JJ and Jordan jump. They come for that backside, trying to knock down that inbound pass.
Yeah.
They got it a few times. They got some fouls, though. It was valiant effort, but
she's a problem, not just for us, but for everybody. She's certainly a player.
Yeah. And my issue with that game, we shot Watt for 3-pointers in the Kansas State game. 8 for 30.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah,
I believe
we got to make a couple more of those.
Yeah, and I believe Meg Bolger even brought it up during the broadcast of the Baylor game. The last 4 games, our 3-point percentage has been dropping pretty.
It's been dismal.
Yeah, it hasn't been great. We're shooting that was 26.7% for the Kansas State game.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess it goes to show how good the team is to be able to be competitive despite some of their ill shooting
Yeah.
days or nights.
It's coming out from behind the arc though. That's where the poor shooting is at. I mean, we would. This includes. I mean, we were 25-71. You know, if we take out the 3-pointers, that would be 17 of 31 or 41, which is very respectable.
Right.
You know, I don't know. We just got to get better. We just can't drive to the bucket and get smothered. You know, I mean, but hats off. I mean, even in this game, let's see what the points in the paint here were. I mean, for us to get 22 points in the paint, they had 42 graded, but they had Lee. What was her totals? 34 points in 26 minutes, 10 of 14 free throws. I mean, it was pretty sick. She's just, and I don't know, she's just a great inside player.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Kind of, I don't know, man. She's great at shooting free throws and shooting from 2 feet from the bucket.
Yeah. But that's changing the game.
It sure is. It sure is. Man, she's just so damn tall. I wish they had the height on her. They didn't put the height on the.
Yeah, what's Danelle? She's
listed at 6'4".
6'4", and they were pretty close to the same height. Looking at them, it looked like, but
yeah,
close.
Yeah, but then. Like I said, shooting so bad, but man, it was so beautiful that end of game regulation layup that Jordan had. Man, that was sweet. Then we just couldn't hang on, there at the end.
Yeah, I don't know if we just spent so much energy getting there, and then I don't know. I think it makes a difference if you're away.
Well, in overtime, we shot 22%, and they shot 75%.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
That make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, we were 1 for 4 on 3-pointers. They didn't even have to take one.
Right.
They just kept dishing it into her. So it's pretty crazy. And they actually, they shot 11 free throws in overtime too.
Yeah.
It was just rough. It was just a rough week. It really was. But I mean,
impressive that we came back against a team like that and took them to overtime. Take the overtime. We didn't play well in overtime. Take that out of it. I mean, it was still proud of them. And
that's one thing I can say. I'm more proud. I'm proud of this team as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing what they've done, and you can't take anything away from that. I mean. I remember watching the first real Mountaineer thing I really followed. My neighbor, it wasn't on TV. This is how long ago. I'm dating myself here, but it was when I was 10 years old and Jeff Hostetler was playing Oklahoma at Oklahoma. We beat him then. I listened to that on the radio with my neighbor because we didn't have it on TV. And from that time, I mean, and we've seen it all, man. We've been around for it all. Final Four runs, freaking, Pat White, Major Harris. We've seen a lot. But I can tell you, I don't know why, but I'm more proud of this team for pulling. I mean, it was our first, this is our first year. They've pulled it together and they've represented this state and Mountaineer Nation. I couldn't be prouder of them. They need to keep their head up. The press conference after the game, I felt so bad for JJ. Keep your heads up, ladies. We appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you do and represent us every day. You do it with honor and pride, and we appreciate it.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, yeah,
but that should be a cheers.
Yeah, that should be a cheers to you, ladies. But still, you got to get your. No more. You got to get going and win these next 2 games
right.
to get that bye.
Save me and Chad a night on a hotel room.
Yeah, no doubt. Please. We're thinking about going. Yeah, but we're analyzing the situation.
Yeah.
We need a ride. We'll still take a ride to that too. Everybody's got a bus. But we're definitely thinking about heading out there for the Big 12 conference. tournament. So yeah, save us a night on the hotel room. You guys don't start till what, Friday, Saturday, or something like that if you top 4 seed. But I mean, here we go. It's coming up on tournament season though, and we got these next 2 games coming up. You guys and Shane, I don't know why, but you're worried that it is the Oak State game. What is it about the Oak State game?
I don't know. I just anytime you're away, I think it just scares me a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough to win on the road.
It's tough to win on the road. I don't know. Hopefully, it's a not only a game we win, but a game that we kind of get everything, get the wheels from wobbling a little bit, and get some other people involved that haven't been playing well, get them some confidence, because I think a lot of the shooting stuff sometimes can be just a confidence thing. You know, you miss a couple and then you start over analyzing everything, and so hopefully
it's like a golf swing.
Yeah. So hopefully we get. Not that things are terrible, but there's just a few missing pieces that we can't rely on a couple players to win everything for us.
Yeah, and then that's what Jordan and and I'll tell you what, man, I'm just so. And by the way, JJ is the player of the game for the last 2 games.
Yeah.
There's JJ.
Yeah.
You can say what you want about the last play of the Baylor game. So we wouldn't have been in that game if it wasn't. That wouldn't have been close. Wouldn't have even been close.
Yeah, no, that she kind of put the team on her back.
Done both the last 2 games.
Yeah.
I mean, she's tried. She has done everything in her power to win these games, and it's amazing to watch her do it. And it's great to just, and we will say this too. Let's say this before we go on, but the crowd was amazing at the Baylor game.
Oh, yeah.
Over 5,000 people there for that game. Let's check that official.
I want to say 56.
Yeah, you're right.
56-16. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. We did get one more person there that hadn't been to a women's basketball game. A guy named Rusty that I met upstairs. So him and a couple of his buddies were actually going to go, and they pulled out at the last minute, but. Did get to him, and he loved it,
Yeah.
And I think the post game of the Baylor's coach was talking about how that a lot of people just don't understand. It's not that the product's ever been bad; it's just getting them there. Once they're there, it's hard getting people there. It's not hard keeping them.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes. I mean, that was our story.
Yeah.
Once we got there, we were like, sold here. How do I buy season tickets and what do I do? And it's it's a great experience. We talked about it before, but it's good you got people there. It's great that the Mountaineer Nation came out and supported them, even though they lost that game. Let's just keep supporting them. Get back out there.
Let's beat for the 56-16 that we had for the last home game of the year. That'd be pretty impressive to get 6,000 there.
Yeah, it'd be great.
6,000 plus.
Yeah.
Let's go there, 6,000 plus.
I wish we could run this like a telethon, just have a number call all the time. Here we go, we're going to do 6,000.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we don't know what to expect. It is another double header home with the men. So I don't know if that'll bring people out, or I forget now.
I tell you what, I don't know, man. I don't like that.
I don't really like it either. We felt kind of rushed, like they were rushing us out after the last game, and understandably, they got to get people out, get things cleaned up. Reset, kind of, but.
Yeah, I just can't understand why they can't schedule that and somehow schedule that better. I mean, and that's Big 12's fault. I'm sure it's not, the school's not signing up for that. Yeah, let's do this. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing, though. Maybe it does help numbers or stuff. I mean, I really don't know. It just seemed a little bit.
But that was one thing. 5,600 people. The men's game was going on at the exact same time. It was a away game, and that was impressive. So the women's team is actually drawing that stuff in, which is great.
Yeah, and there's a lot of talk about them. I mean, I hope they realize that even and the numbers are up, but if you bring up WVU women's basketball, people are paying attention. We just need them to do more than paying attention. We need them to come out and support. So
there was even, like you said, there was even people up in the upper ring.
Yeah.
They even spilled up into the upper ring because the lower ring was too filled up.
Yeah.
So kudos to Mountaineers Nation for coming out. any big, like peak game or, anything. It was just a Saturday home game,
The blackout.
Yeah, the blackout. Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool, other than
I didn't like the uniforms. I'm sorry, I didn't like them.
That's okay. I didn't like that I bought a shirt to specifically wear that game and it didn't come in time.
No.
Yeah, so I had a black shirt to wear, but it was a DeWalt shirt, not WVU. So I still wore my black though.
Right on. But I mean, that brings us up. You said you're concerned about the Oak State team. I just, I'm not that concerned about it. And even though it's on the right. Well, like coming off a loss like this, either they're going to be pissed off and ready to step on Oak State's throat, or they're still going to be a little bit punch drunk.
Right.
It's not sure of themselves. I mean, I hope they're not, because they're a great team. But
yeah, I mean, I don't think they will be. I think they'll be fine, but I don't know. One that just I'm not falling asleep on this one. That's for sure.
Yeah, we can't fall asleep on either of them,
No.
because it makes it a huge determination in the conference tournament. I mean, we can't go over that enough. We can't go over that enough. But I'm predicting 2-0 this week. I think we'll be. I don't think it'll be an issue. I just don't think it'll be an issue.
I mean, that's definitely my prediction too. But
I mean, not even a homer prediction. I think Vegas, I'm sure, will have some favorites.
Yeah.
I just can't. Currently, Oklahoma State has a losing record. TCU has a better record, but they had all those wins at the beginning of the year. But they are most likely they have a 3-game streak against us. Let's see here. They beat. Okay, yeah. So they beat Houston. I mean, they're on a.
Beat Cincinnati.
Yep, they're on a 3-game. They haven't lost since playing us. But we smoked them by 25. I mean, maybe they're coming together, getting some players back. I'm not exactly sure. I'm by 9 against Houston. I think the most impressive win in that streak against BYU at BYU. I think BYU's not a horrible team.
Yeah, they're a solid team.
Yeah. So I personally, they're playing here though too. So that's going to be a huge factor too. We'll kind of intimidate. I mean, I'm sure we'll say some awful things. But at least we'll be booing the refs. I know that.
Yeah.
Hardest job on the planet has got to be being a college ref.
Oh, I wouldn't want any part. I wouldn't want any part of
being any ref at any
sport, anywhere, anytime. No.
It's a weird dichotomy though. When somebody tells me, "Oh, I'm a ref," I have a weird sense of pity and hatred for them all at the same time. I feel bad that I hate you so much. But quite honestly, I think we're going to go 2-0 on this. I really do.
Yeah, I think so.
And we need to. Like I said, if we don't, then I would be much more disappointed in that than losing to either TCU or Baylor. If we lost to one of these teams, we need to, having a couple wins going into the tournament would be certainly helping in many ways, not just psychologically, but the seeding and everything too. So. Yeah. So that brings us. Well, it's not okay for me, but your least favorite part of the episode.
It is now. It didn't used to be.
Oh, I know. I think it's over. Actually,
I think.
I don't have my things in front of me, but I think that kills it.
I think mathematically, I think
I had a point on a half, now I got 2.5, and this is the last one we're going for.
Ryan won the last one, but he was out of it, so you scored some points. So.
Scored 1 point. Yeah, you needed to score 2.
Yeah.
But I think we'll just play for fun. And then, oh gosh, then I got to start coordinating my party and stuff. I'll get a party planner, Should probably be Alan, the manager. Hey, Alan, coordinate drunken festivities for me for one of JJ's Jays. All right. But we'll still go ahead and play.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
I think. Well, who do you loser's choice? You want me to go first or second?
You can go. I don't think you can. Have you went first yet?
Oh, I don't know. It changes every week.
It does.
I'll say first game against Oak State. I'm saying JJ's pissed off, man. If you think she was, putting the team on her back now, she's real. I mean, I'm gonna go 27. I think she's just gonna be driven to kick some ass.
I'm going 24. I think she is going to be driven, but I think some of the other players are going to be driven, and hopefully we get a little more productivity from some other players. And Coach Kellogg said, obviously it's good to have multiple people in double figures, and
like Baylor, they had 5.
Yeah. So hopefully some of the scoring gets spread around a little bit. Yeah, in the next couple games.
Yeah, come on, ladies. Take some of that weight off of JJ. Yeah. Let's get her done. Get that stuff. Yeah, we got to help her out some here. All right, the second game against TCU. I think JJ will have calmed down a little bit. I think she won't be quite chip on the shoulder-ish. And even though it's at home, I'll go 19.
19. I'm going to go 18.
18. Ooh, so you're
I'm just going, yeah.
All right.
I think everybody's back in sync and scoring some points, and I think we got to lead, and some other people get some minutes, and JJ rests a little bit. How about that?
Yeah, I agree. Adam's down here now, bartending for
still doing this?
Yeah.
Do you need it?
No, we're good, Adam. We're good. See, that's the kind of service you get.
Yeah.
Even when you're doing a podcast, they interrupt you to try and get you a beer.
Make sure you're not thirsty.
Yeah. But that gives me a total of 46 points for the period. Shane a total of 42. Since Ryan's not here, we'll get the totals up there. We'll put them right here. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us this episode. For Shane and the non-existent Ryan, I'm Chad. Until next time, we'll see you at the Coliseum.